Let's talk about your quarterback, Tanner McKee. What are you expecting out of him this year, Coach?
I really believe this is going to be a breakout year for him. Started off on a high note, once he was named the starter, upset win at USC, upset against a highly ranked Oregon team, played great. Then our receivers started getting banged up. Then he kind of got banged up and missed a game. So everybody's starting healthy and fresh. He's got some great weapons, but he's a 6'6", 225-pound young man that can throw the deep ball, put the ball in tight spaces. He's brilliant. He's a leader. So he's one that all the NFL scouts have come through to make sure that they take a good look at him, because he's one that could really jump on the scene this year.
Yeah, is there? I mean, my family just went to Disneyland, and there's these signs that you have to be this tall to ride the ride. Is there such a thing in Stanford at the quarterback position? You got to be 6'4" and above? Because, I mean, my gosh, do you love 6'4" and above quarterbacks since you've been there, Coach?
I've heard that I have a type. I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, I looked it up. I mean, KJ Costello, 6'5", Ryan Burns, 6'5", Luck is obviously 6'4". Davis Mills, he doesn't need to step on a stool to get something at the top of a shelf, so you got him.
There's something about being able to see, through, because we also have a lot of big offensive linemen here, right? We have a lot of big guys. Love the play action game, love the drop back game, and a guy to be able to see all those places. Now, you can also make a case there are special, unique circumstances like Drew Brees sees as well as any quarterback who's ever played the game, and he's just right about 6 foot. So there are, of course, outliers, but for the most part, having those big quarterbacks. But the other thing for me, too, is they got to be able to move as well. Big quarterbacks that can move, and Tanner can move. He's a good athlete, and he can make all the throws.
Yeah, and so I guess because we, certainly in the NFL and every draft season, we talk about how the college offense has now been taken over the pro offense and so on and so forth, and you want guys who can run and as well as throw. And I'm just wondering, if this is the way of the future. You see somebody like Josh Allen crush it as he is doing right now, but Burrow is more of a drop back guy, pocket passer. I'm wondering, you're the one sitting at the at the cross section at the forefront of getting these kids ready. What you see in the offense from the quarterback position now, David Shaw.
For me, it hasn't really changed. I mean, all the way back to Bill Walsh, right? Played for Bill at Stanford after his great career at the 49ers. Mm-hmm. And he would always say the quarterback must account for 4 to 5 first downs with his legs, right? It's just the idea that the quarterback's legs are just a gut shot to the defense. So having an athletic quarterback that's mobile enough to scramble for a first down, get positive yards, that transition that he made from Joe Montana to Steve Young, that quarterback as a running weapon. You just see it more often now. But even a guy like Joe Burrow, Joe's a hell of an athlete. He's quick in the pocket. He's quick to escape. He can throw on the run extremely well. So I think that is a big part of today's football. They don't all have to run 4-4, but they have to be able to move and get positive yards with their legs when they need to.
Your 12th year, Coach, at Stanford. This is, where's the time gone? I guess normally I would say how have things changed, but there's the NIL world now for you. How does Stanford and the NIL world coexist these days, Coach?
That's fascinating. So Stanford is still Stanford. We believe we want to bring people here for the right reasons. I love the NIL world. Our guys are partaking in the NIL world and doing very well there, combined with getting their Stanford degree, which in the long run is going to be more lucrative for them than the NIL money. But there's also the enticement part of NIL, which is supposed to be illegal, which we all know is happening all over the place. But so that's what we are just battling and actually doing really well. Top 25 class last year, I believe we'll be top 25 class again this year without those extras, without those illegal enticements because of what Stanford means, right? There's the one visit that mom, dad, uncle, grandma, they all want their young person to come to Stanford and reap the benefits of a great education and all the context that you earn here and you meet people here. So that for us is enough to battle some cash in hand from other places. So we can still win those battles because of how special Stanford is and still do NIL the right way while our guys are on campus.
Yeah, because I've spoken to so many of your colleagues, Coach David Shaw. I think in the Pac-12, I think Kyle Whittingham said he has. There's just a couple have confirmed. I think he was one of them. Where kids will on a recruiting trail saying, "I've gotten this much. You match it, I'll come. If not, I can't come." And does anyone have the temerity to say that to a Stanford football head coach? Have you had that?
They know right up front what I'm going to give them is on the back end, and it's going to be bigger than what they get on the front end. The number of our guys that are in medical school, business school, starting their own companies, taking advantage of their Stanford degrees, doing startups, like those guys are reaping the benefits of their time here. So I'm not going to battle with somebody who's giving cash on the front end. I'm going to battle what the Stanford University degree is going to do for you on the back end.